Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cards and the Bucs on Sunday night primetime.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
Well, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 12 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Brady. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The safety Antoine Winfield got in there that time. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's out of bounds. Let's see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Brady. He completes it to Evans. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is White on the screen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over first and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady on the bootleg. Out to his left. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw is Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, it's Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That throw by Brady incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
He'll dump this one off to Conner. Touchdown! James Conner, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of the half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Zay Jones leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. Hurts over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 40.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Murray going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Prater for the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Brady.
Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. Brady to Gage for a Tampa 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady gives this to White. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave it with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Brady to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Trying to connect there with Rashad White out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
play fake. Brady. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
First down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. That's complete to his running back Connor. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Another nice move. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Murray now. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Opting to run again here with White. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gun check time on both sides. To throw is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he get maybe a yard up to the 45.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 20-17. A minute 50 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Murray to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got Green.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, it might be a little bit too much time left. And now on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And brought in by Braid. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
One final try now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Arizona, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.